Hello, I'm FJX and this is Store Sunday, the sometimes weekly series I run on my channel where I show you Minecraft store content that is particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way, or sometimes the opposite of that. And usually what we do in this series is we go through the most interesting looking content, or featured content, or stuff that people are curious about and, are wondering whether they should give a download, whether it's worth their money, worth their time in actually putting in. And usually we do this, after a map has reached some amount of popularity, but today we're doing something entirely different because I'm going to be focusing on some Minecraft store content that isn't actually available yet. So this is a first. It's something I'm excited about because the Lifeboat Minecraft store team actually reached out to me and offered to give me a map early and offered to sponsor the video so I could show it off to all of you. And you might be thinking, wait, Lifeboat, didn't you have that whole feud with them all that time back, or you said that thing and wasn't that a controversial thing? And yeah, that was with Lifeboat, and that's what made me really trust this deal, because they just said to me, look, we know you're going to be honest about something, we know that you'll be able to share your true opinions based on that whole thing, and we think this map's quality will show through regardless of how you shut off. We think that because they're so confident in their product, they're willing to just give it out there, not necessarily knowing that it'll be positive, just assuming that, yeah, probably speaking, this is one of the best maps in the store, and I love the confidence in the product, and that's why I agreed to do it, and that's why today I'm showing off Survival Games Origin, a brand new map that is coming out in 2 days by Lifeboat, and which I'm going to be giving my full thoughts on in today's video. So this is what we're doing today. Hopefully you all do enjoy this. Like it video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets know you do like the Minecraft store content, and that you like this kind of thing where we're showing off the map before it even comes out, because again, this allows you to make an informed purchase decision the day the map comes out. You don't have to wait for the next Sunday or whatever. You can do so right as you watch this video. So let's talk about what Minecraft Survival Origins is, what this map whole thing is, because yeah, the interesting thing about this kind of thing is it isn't just a regular Minecraft store map. Again, they were very clear that like, we've made something great, we want to get it out there, and that's, again, that's part of why they're doing this whole thing, because it's not just a normal map where it's like, okay, you spawn in, and then there's some key objective. There's a lot of actual customization that can go on here. So first of all, something I thought was a cute little detail is the fact that right here, you can see there's a overseer or a concierge or whatever they call him, but basically he'll explain the map to you if you want to, so it's a cute little detail that you can go through, but because I'm using my words, we won't use them. But the long story short is that there is 4 maps for the price of 1 that are included right here. It is 4 survival games maps, and I think the interesting thing about that is that makes it compare not only just to other Minecraft store content, which I think it does quite favorably, not only just, as a good map in its own right, but also it compares it to Minecraft, battle map packs in a way which is, again, in quite a favorable comparison, which we'll kind of get to as we go through it. But yeah, here are what the maps look like. This is Bay 1, this is Valley, this is Desert, and this is Fantasy. So a good amount of variety. I think the names are a little bit like bland, honestly. Like Bay 1, like why Bay 1? Was there a Bay 2? What is going on with that? It's clearly this awesome volcanic map, but like the name itself kind of throws that off. But it's just something, it's just a minor detail. But there are 4 maps. You can pick to play any of them at any given time, and you can play between 2 and 8 players if you're playing survival games. But again, the thing that's great is it's not just 4 maps. You can play any time with any number of friends in that number, but you can also play 4 separate game modes. There is 2 to 8 player PvP, the survival games you all know and love. There is a 1v1 mode, which basically, spawns you on a smaller version of the map and allows you to have a perfectly even fight where you go 1 to the 1. Again, I personally quite like that. We've got free mode over here, so this allows you to just kind of explore the world or whatever. And then we've got mob battles. So 4 game modes, 4 maps, all for the price of 1 single thing. If you look around at Minecraft store content, that is, again, the same price as this one, around $5 roughly is what it looks like it'll price at. But basically, if you look at Minecraft store content, there's a lot of stuff, even survival games maps, that cost the same amount for 1 map, 1 game mode, and one of those maps is arguably not as good as one of these. And that's where, to me, the value of this really comes in. The fact that you have so many options, so many choices. If you just wanted to use this as a 1v1 map, it's pretty good value. If you just want to use it as survival game maps, it's pretty good value. And even me, because I've always mentioned, like, I like to play solo most of the time. If a map sells itself as being purely multiplayer focused, I usually won't get much value out of it. But even just the mob battle game mode makes this really quite great. So we're going to play mob battle. It is the solo part of this game mode on, let's pick a map right now, I guess. Let's play it on Bay 1, which is the, volcanic kind of hardest looking map. It's got the most enemies at least. So yeah, one of the things I also love about this map, it's not just like great value in terms of how much content do you get for your money, it also has some of the best sound effects. You can hear that right now. It might be deafening me in fact, because it's quite loud. But the thing about this map is it has really solid sound effects. The Overseer's voice, the buttons, are, they have noises to them, and all of the maps have their own theme. The theme don't play when you're, the themes do not play when you're actually playing it, but the fact that every map feels legit like this. Let me actually show you another one, because I love these themes so much I want to kind of go in and show a few more of them. So we go to Fantasy, for instance. Here's what this sounds like. Do you hear that? They've got like their own legit music thrown in there, as well as sound effects, as well as all these different things. And again, although there's the reason most Minecraft maps don't do this is there is a performance sacrifice, so that's why it turns off eventually. But the fact that it's in there by default, even if you only hear it for 5 seconds, really nice. It gets you in the theme of like, you know, this is a volcanic hellhole. Like, it is evil. There's like a dragon somewhere is what you feel from listening to this, right? I like it personally. I like it a lot. So yeah, this is the lobby. This is where you wait pre-game. Again, every map is not only just a pre-built map for the multiplayer thing, but it also has this kind of lobby you can wait in until you press start game, in which case it takes you to either the smaller map for 1v1s and mob battles, or it takes you to the larger map, which is, I think you can actually see the larger map from the smaller one, which is, oh, well, you can see a different larger map. There's a map over there too, but yeah, it takes you to the smaller map. Oh, there's the large map back over there. But there is a larger map just for playing, obviously, when you're playing with multiple people. So the fact that it's also 2 separate maps, by the way, on each kind of thing, again, it really reminds me of Battle. And again, so pure just like value for money in terms of what you get. It's pretty solid. Like if you just like lots of stuff. Oh. Do you hear that? Like even like the way the waves are set up and all that sort of stuff, it's really great. So, yeah, I really want to focus on mob battle, which we'll talk about in a second. There's obviously a chest you get when you spawn, but let's just mention one more thing, which is the fact that, like, yeah, you get lots and lots of different stuff. And I was just playing the single player kind of mode, and although it's similar across the 4 maps, it is distinctly different in a way that you'll realize as you pick it up. So yeah, let's talk about mob battle, because we've just spawned in, right? We found a chest, which either spawns on you or in a fixed location. Again, I found that confusing personally. But basically, some of the maps give you a chest on you, and some of them spawn at the spawn. But in that chest, you're going to find an iron axe, you'll find some food, you'll find some armor, and you have to kill all of the enemies that do spawn. So the number of enemies is roughly fixed. Again, it's within a certain number of values, and the types of enemies, again, roughly fixed. There's a little bit of variance right there. So the first wave is just a bunch of zombies which spawn all over the place. There's not really much cooperation between them, because obviously it's just a bunch of zombies. And yeah, so this game mode is something I'm sure everyone's played at some point on some Minecraft Bedrock map. But the thing about this version, so again, I want to clarify just the whole of this video, because this is going to sound like the weirdest endorsement, but the thing is I've played so many types of this map, this map where it's just like, okay, try and kill some, like a certain number of enemies, and they've always been way too easy, and then eventually you get cheated by like, oh, well, the Minecraft Bedrock combat system means that sometimes there's a bit of lag, and then you die like that. Whereas this map, because of the way it's set up, because it's like UHC style, there's no natural regen, because of the fact that it gets progressively harder in quite a serious way, it is a genuine real challenge. It's a horde-based game mode in Minecraft, which actually does a good job. Again, you've probably seen me actually, if you've seen me play enough maps, play another horde game mode, and it looks really fun at first, it is really fun, and then it gets grindy, or then it gets to the stage where it's just, you're getting cheated out, whatever happens. But with this, because it uses these tiny maps where, even though sometimes the zombies are kind of spread out and it takes you a minute, it is kind of interesting that, like, as things go on, you're not necessarily trying to hunt them out like I am right now. Like right now I have to go around and hunt these last 3 zombies, which you can see down there at the bottom, shows you exactly how many to go. Oh, there's a zombie right there, for instance. At first, like, they're just basic zombies. They don't really care. But then you get more and more advanced things. And the great thing about this, in my opinion, one of the cool things, is the fact that there is a limited number of waves. It goes up to 5, I believe, is the number they officially said. And after you get to 5 waves, that's the end. So, but you might say, like, oh, so 5 waves, that's not very many. But the difficulty increases as you go through them. I got to wave 4 a couple of times, and every time it destroys me. Like, this seems simple enough. Like, right now, we're just playing mob battle. This is really easy. How could you not do this? But I love the way the difficulty increases. It feels fair. It feels like a genuine challenge, which is something that no Minecraft Bedrock map, and really any Minecraft, even like, when I played back in the 360 days, every one of those maps seem to get it wrong, because I guess the spawning tools you have just really aren't as great as most people would rather have them be. But yeah, in this case, it's quite great. So yeah, the first wave, like I said, it's just a bunch of zombies spawned all over the place. It honestly is mostly down to like hunting the zombies. If you take damage, which, you sometimes do, it's almost like an embarrassment, like, no, I didn't want to do that. But you'll see immediately that, like, wave 2, despite being literally the one after wave 1, is a significant increase. Oh no, jeez, I sprinted a little bit too early right there, or jumped a little bit too late. Depending on how you want to see things. But yeah, the fact that, as you can see, you're hunting down your first wave is one of the things I actually would say is negative about this. So again, even though this is a sponsored video, I'm just here purely to say my pure thoughts on the map. I think it's great value for money. I think it's got a bunch of great things going on. But I will say when it comes to the one-player game mode, which is what I played most of, every now and then it's like, this is tedious. I'm like hunting down something. Like in this case, like, part of the map should be that you're running around chasing them. But the fact that right now I can't even find this last one, I'm like solidly searching around it. There should be some amount of like mob comes towards you. Like, even though he can't see me, like, there's a zombie just chilling around the map somewhere, probably on one of the edges, and it's just like, you know, what? I thought I was meant to be fighting someone. I've just been waiting non-stop for him to get to me. So that's the one criticism I would say about this. You'll notice it sometimes in later waves, but it's mostly just a wave 1 problem where, like, you know, there's a zombie here. I don't know where. Okay, he was just, like, behind this block right here, like, he can't go after you because he's trapped on this little, like, 1-block platform. Like, I could get up from there, but he couldn't, and therefore I missed him. So, you know, easy enough mistake to make. But, yeah, basically, one of the significant problems is, see, the enemy was there. It's just not easy to find. One of the significant problems oh, hear that? Look at those noises right there. One of the problems most Minecraft Bedrock maps seem to have is they'll just, like, you know, they'll break at some point where literally nothing works. But at least in this case, it's just a matter of, like, okay, I know he's somewhere in the map. I know it's just, like, the map design has some things which cause that to happen. And personally, I've found that the map is at least playable and it works. And it goes great. Even in the worst situations, like, that was, I think that was the worst, like, one I've ever had for looking for him. It still only took me, like, an extra, you know, like, 45 or 60 seconds or something to find the last enemy. So now we're in wave 2. We get a new batch of stuff for the chest. We get a bow for the first time. And now we have to face off against creepers, skeletons, and there's also, I think I saw an iron golem up there, which is, again, just, like, it makes the map even that little bit more wackier, because now you gotta snipe the enemies, because this is UHC style. This is, if you, oh, he's in lava. I don't need to snipe anymore. But this is UHC style. Once you take damage, that damage is permanent, or at least it's not, you know, going to be regenerated. Which, you know, that means permanent, right? Like, I don't see any other way you can interpret that. But still, because we're playing UHC rules, we're playing with no natural regeneration turned on, you need to be careful with the creepers especially. They can one-hit you. You need to be careful with the skeletons because, you know, killing a skeleton without taking damage requires you to snipe them, basically. It's just the only thing. So you have to make all of these arrows count. Don't fire over their heads twice, like I've just done. You know, actually, let's charge in and let's finish him up close, because one hit is easy enough to just do like this, just like that. Oh, somehow that worked out for me. Oh, okay, so this one. See, at a distance like this, you just know you're going to get wrecked if you go right after him. And, yeah, so just go. Pro tip, by the way, give you a little bit of a guide as we go on. So, yeah, while we do Wave 2, let's talk more about the value proposition compared to, you know, Minecraft Battle, because that's one of the comparisons I really wanted to draw, because personally, I feel like Minecraft Battle maps are a good value purchase if you're playing a lot of Battle. So if you have a lot of friends, then, you know, easy purchase just based on the map pack thing, because it's a similar price per map than Battle would charge you. I think it might be more expensive or less expensive, depending on your region, depending on how you get mine coins, depending on all these different things. But for now, at least, the one thing... Okay, let's get that skeleton out there. But for now, at least, the one thing... Okay, let's do this. For now, at least, the interesting thing is the fact that if you play survivor games, great enough value. Like, it's roughly the same value as buying a battle map, and you get these fully fledged things. You know, they're bland in name, but they're great in terms of actual appearance and theme. Like, look at this. This is an overpass that's cut in half. Again, this is the tiny version, the full-fledged version, which is all the way over there. Look at the size of that map. Look at the detail. It's great. It's wonderful. It's a battle map sized thing. It's got the same balancing. It's got all the other details you need. So, great enough value by itself. But it's also then got the 1v1 modes for when you want to settle stuff. So it's got 2 battle map sets for that. And then it's also got this kind of mob battle mode, which is a genuine challenge. They said they don't think most people will be able to complete it in this way, just because of the challenge involved in this. So killing this iron golem is going to be a really tricky thing, I think. I think we want to, because the iron golems are like, you basically have to like, kind of like glitch them behind a wall or something, if you want to take them down easy. Okay, I'm going to try and knock back them, even though I know that iron golem, oh god, see what I mean? You do not want to go too close to them, but yeah, going back to what I was saying, so yeah, as a battle map comparison, it's like battle map, a battle map pack or something, which again, I purchased all off, except then it also has the added value of you can play it solo, and that's something I wish Battle ever, you know, had, because you can't do anything with battle maps in solo, but this map, you can look around it in solo if you want, you can give it a feel, a fly around, which is nice and wonderful, you can play it in solo, try to get this near impossible challenge. Again, they said they think that the best of players maybe will be able to do it with 2 of them combined, and to me, that's something that sounds like a real challenge, and I haven't been able to do it. I played all morning just before recording this. Wave 3. I played all morning just before recording this. I could not get past Wave 4. Wave 4 alone is like this genuine challenge to get there, because there's only so much healing you get, and the way items are dispersed, although I would argue it's like weird and probably not the perfect way to do it, the fact that it's weird, the fact that it's a bit off, and that you have to kind of manage your resources, because eventually, guess what, your iron axe will break if you don't switch out from your weapons. The fact that all of these management systems come into play at the same time makes for a fun game mode. And again, this is arguably just the side game mode of the main one, which is what to me sells this as like a great value proposition. The fact that you get this. Okay, we have to be really, really careful about this. There we go. Knock into the lava. Oh, zombie pigmen don't burn in lava. That's the key thing I've forgotten right here. But yeah, oh jeez. Okay, see what I mean right here? Like already, just the challenge of zombie pigmen and the fact that they spawn up ones on them, that has caused enough of an issue for me to go for some problems. Now we're like basically dead. We have to regenerate ourselves, get that health coming back. And yeah, I personally, I think in terms of the comparison to other maps, way better value than look right now at other survival games maps. And you're gonna be horrifically depressed by the comparison. At like, wait, some people, a lot of people, in fact, there's like a minimum of deep into the dozens people who have paid the same price for a single map that isn't as good as one of these 4 maps. And again, whether or not you think this is value objectively compared to that, it's something you can make your own assessment as which I always recommend with Store Sunday. Like maybe $5 is too much for any map for you, but if there's any map you're willing to pay it for, I think the comparison makes it clear that like, well, I mean, this one makes more sense than that one. Maybe neither of the maps make sense. But the way you can compare them, oh no, there's an evoker. See, that makes my life a lot harder. See, pro tip with evokers is you just want to get close to them and knock them off like that. Easy as that. Now we're down to 6 enemies, and because it takes them a while to die off the edge. But yeah, personally, love the gameplay, love the challenge. Like again, it's got that zombies feel. Like I love horde-based game modes. I love the the idea of having a fixed number of enemies come at you and you having to survive past them and kill them all with a slowly upgrading arsenal. And although personally, the upgrades I would make is like make it so you can pick your upgrades. Like give you a certain number of points or coins or XP. Oh no, I got poisoned. How can I fix that? I can't. I just have to die, right? Or not die, but like go close to dying. I can instant health myself. But it's still not... Oh, man. Getting poisoned by a witch, literally the worst thing. I can't imagine anything worse. All the way down to 1. Oh, and there's a baby zombie there. You know what? That... Just in case my life was not having enough challenges. So yeah, we're hopefully going to make it to wave 4, but even right now it's looking maybe question. Oh, no, he's coming right off me. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I can't deal with that right now, at the very least. Okay, so we're just getting down here. We're going to find the other zombie. Okay, it's just a zombie. I can deal with zombies. A-okay. Easy stuff. So, we're up to 4.5, going into the 4th wave. Again, the 4th one is the one that always gets me done. But let's see if we can do it today. In fact, again, the challenge has been set. In 2 days when this comes out, see if you can do the 5 waves. But for now, let's see if right now, my first run in quite a few hours. Again, I played a lot this morning, but oh, not really since then. Let's see if we, again, on the 4th wave, let's see if we can beat that. Let's see if we can beat all 5 together, because that's what I see the challenges this really being. Like, if you have this map, you can play with a bunch of friends. They can all play in your world, regardless of whether or not they have it. Which, again, always a nice detail for any kind of world. And then also, they can join you on this, or if they do own it themselves, you can all kind of compete to be like, can we get this done? Oh, and there's a ghast on these. Oh, there's 2 ghasts on this wave. I had that last time actually, and it's still a little bit of a shock. So we're just gonna try and ghasts are the worst enemy to fight in Minecraft. Oh, and there's a bunch of wither skeletons. So I guess this is the Nether wave. And there's a baby husk over there. What is this mess of stuff all being here together? Where did the baby husk go? He was coming after me and then he stopped. Okay, so you can see just the... Okay, so we're going to knock him off. And then let him take full damage. Knock him off again. Oh, and the ghasts again. Okay, so you can see the... Like, this is just Minecraft enemies combined together. Like, these are just silverfish, which they're, I guess, mostly to annoy me. Like, they're not doing very effective, but... I mean, they're being effective at annoying me, but yeah, you can see how this same map that previously I had to search out that last zombie, which maybe that is design. It's not my favorite type of design, but it is. But now you can see that, like, 2 ghasts, sorry, a whole bunch of wither skeletons. It's him. Wait, do you hear that? There's like a. Oh gosh. Okay, so the ghast has just gotten crazy far away. So far that I'm not sure what to even do about it. In fact, the enemy counter just says 10 plus, which makes me wonder, like, is that 20 or is that 11? It could be either of those things. And these loud ghasts, which for the record, I still gonna raise the minor point of, like, ghasts in Minecraft a bit too loud. Okay, so we'll let the silverfish hit me because it's better than letting a. Oh no, the silver. Oh no. Oh wait, fire resistance. I have it. Okay, let's go. No, silverfish, you can't kill me. It's not possible. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so I'm at half a heart. Oh, so, pro tip right there. It's funny, the silverfish is just like, you think I can't hurt you, eh? You think that's true? I'm going to show you his boss. So I have nothing to heal me now. If I take one more hit, it's over. And that's what I love about this game. But like, all of your early decisions then do matter. You might have looked at that first wave or even the second wave and been like, well, where's the challenge in this click at? But the truth is, the challenge comes from getting all of it back together. So I think, yeah, we just have to basically admit, like, we're not going to beat, you know, the fifth wave unless we get some serious healing before that one. But let's see if we can finish this wave at least. Because if there's no range-based enemies, which is the dream, right? That's the hope, at least. Oh, okay, okay, let's just go for it. Oh, no, there's ghasts as well. I genuinely forgot about ghasts. Okay, so I guess the ghasts we have to take out with our bow and arrow. I don't see any other way of doing this one. Let's get underneath again. You know, I want to go back to the relative safety. But yeah, the challenge is really great. On some of the maps, they're bigger and therefore they're easier later. Some of the maps are smaller, like this one, therefore they're easier earlier. Oh, it's worth mentioning this is the smallest of the small maps. So the large maps are obviously bigger, and also the small maps are even bigger too. Like, you would expect the large maps to be bigger. But yeah, you might not necessarily expect the small maps to be bigger, but that's a thing that happens too. And yeah, I am like genuinely like, oh no, oh, okay. If I die from Silverfish again, I will be sorely upset. Or I guess not again, but oh god. I genuinely have to like fight them off. Like, oh no, okay. Oh no, I was like scared about the ghasts and the wither skeletons. Do you see what I mean? This map made me scared of the silverfish. How many times in your life, your entire life, slain by silverfish? When has that ever happened? Tell me one example, and I'll tell you how you lived your life wrong. But in this case, one of them knocked me into lava while I was fighting with skeleton. The combinations of mobs are interesting, and although they're repeatable, like that same map has the same mobs in the same places, it does still lead to interesting gameplay. And if you play this 2-player, although it's a little bit easier, you might be able to get all 5 things done. And maybe, you know, pro tip, try and do this solo. Let me know if you can. Send me a thing on Twitter. It comes out on Tuesday, and let me know if you want to see more of this, because this is one of the better both value-bound maps and also one of the most addicting in terms of, I keep coming back, like, again, I got this map over a week ago now, and I've just been coming back every couple of days and being like, I want to play now, like, I'll just give it like one go, because I'm like, you know, it's stupid, it shouldn't be able to beat me, but it is, and maybe that's a positive thing, maybe it's not, but that's what this has been all about. Hope you all enjoyed the video, like if you liked it, share if you liked it, let me know in the comments if you want to see more like this, maybe in a live stream form, maybe in a non-live stream form, but you know, some form of content in those comments down below, and also, one more thing before we go, again, the video was sponsored by Lifeboat. But the whole point was, like, I can be honest about it. If I don't like it, then that's a thing I can say. And therefore, to kind of prove the point that I have, like, again, I have the ability to say anything, I'll say, you know, names, they suck a bit. The lobby, it seems pointless too. Like, you know, this thing right here, why does this exist? I like running around it, like, it's nice builds, but what is it doing here exactly? It's just a bunch of houses. So I'll say, yeah, there we go. Hopefully that proves that this is... you know, like, because again, a lot of people, when they take sponsored videos, they'll take a thing that says, don't say anything negative ever. Make sure you mention 7 key points that we love and how much you love them all. But this is just purely like, we know that if people see the map, they'll probably want to buy it. And let me know if that's true in the comments down below, because I think this is more of what needs to be on YouTube. Rather than the, you know, heavily curated sponsor content. Just like here, show off the map, we think it'll be good. Because I like it when companies are confident in their product, and if you do too, let me know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.